Hello, it's time for our phonics review of the week. But before we do that, let's review a little bit from last week. So last week we talked about adding endings to phonetic skills 1 and 2. So let's talk about that for just a minute. If I have a word like hop, which is phonetic skill 1 because it has a vowel and one guardian, so it has a short vowel, what am I going to do if I want to add the ending ing like the rabbit was hopping? I have to double that P because the O needs two guardians in order to stay short, right? Okay, what about if I have a word like list? So if someone listed their house on the real estate market, what am I going to do if I want to add the ed? I just add the ed, right? Because list already has two guardian consonants, S and T, right? Okay, what about X like box? If I wanted to have two boxes, why don't I double the X? Because X, even though it's one word, it has two sounds, so that O already has the two guardian sounds instead of two guardian consonants. All right, so today we're going to talk about vowel families O and I. And actually, we're just going to talk about the O families, and then tomorrow we're going to come back and talk about the I families, okay? So sometimes, a lot of times when we have a vowel and two guardian consonants, the vowel is short, but every rule has some exceptions to it, but it turns out that the exceptions follow rules too. So we're going to look at the O vowel families today, and these O vowel families, the O stays long. And so we call them a vowel family because they rhyme with each other, okay? So let's look at these words here. All right, let's look at this word, bold, okay? And remember, I can tell that it's a B because that line is first. My mouth goes in a line, and it says bold. And then that D has this circle, right? So my mouth is in a circle, D. Bold. Okay, so the vowel family is this O vowel family. Like when something is in bold print, it's darker than other print. So the vowel family is old, okay, and it has that long O when it's the L and the D, okay? So this is how we mark it. We put the X under the vowel, like we always do, and we just underline that family because there's going to be in the old family, okay? So all the words that end with OLD are going to say old at the end, okay? So that's the old family. All right, the same with olt, right? We're going to have that long O, LT. So here's an example, bolt, like a lightning bolt comes from the sky. The same thing here, it has that long O, even though there's two guardians. So we mark the vowel, underline the vowel family. So we have bolt, jolt, mold, colt. Those are vowels, vowel family olt. And then we have oast, right? Same with this one. We have those two guardians at the end, but the O is long in this word, most. Okay, so we have the X under the vowel, and we underline that vowel family, and the vowel is long. Okay, so another example of an oast word is host. All right, good. We're going to skip over these I vowel families, and we'll come back to them tomorrow. Okay, so what we want to do today is we're just going to look at these three columns. Okay, and we're going to read these words. So all of these words are in the old family. Okay, so I want you to read these words. Read this one, this one, this one, this one. Fold, cold, bold, gold. All right, great. Did you get them all? Awesome. Okay, these are the words in the olt family. All right, go for it. Colt, jolt, molt, bolt. Do y'all know what molt means? You know, when a snake sheds its skin, or there's other animals that shed their skin, that's molting. Okay, good. And then oast. I want you to read these words in the oast family. Ooh, there's a nonsense word, right? How do we know? It's got the asterisk. Good. All right, most, host, post, jost. Okay, good. We will read the sentences tomorrow because they have the I vowel families in them, but let's go ahead and do some dictation since we skipped that part. Not on purpose, but I just missed it. So let's go back and do the dictation. Are you ready? So get something to write with and something to write on. Okay, something to write with and something to write on. You know, it's even better if you use a color or if you use something that smells, even like a smelly marker. That helps you. And if you write on like when you write on a rough surface and it makes it a little rougher, that way you can feel your words. Okay, so those things bring in a little more senses. And if you want to, you can even stand up. Okay, all right, are you ready? We're gonna do 4 words and we'll do the eraser game and then we'll be done for the day. Okay, you ready? First word. Now pretend like I'm there with you, okay? I know I'm not actually at your house, but I want you to pretend like I am and do the hand motions, okay? Because it gets the blood flowing a little bit better and it just gets our brains moving a little bit better if you do the hand motions, okay? I know it seems silly, but let's just do it, okay? Just remember that I'm sitting here in my kitchen doing these hand motions by myself too, okay? So you can do it. All right, here we go. First word. Fold, fold. Say that. Okay, good. I always fold my clothes right after they come out of the dryer so they don't get wrinkled, even though I don't want to. All right, write it down. It's in the old family. Okay, how did you spell it? F-O-L-D. We put an X under the vowel, underline old, and we put the macron above the O for the long O. All right, you ready? Jolt, jolt. Say it back. Okay, I woke up with a jolt after my nightmare. Jolt. Okay, how did you spell it? J-O-L-T. X under the O, underline O-L-T, and put that macron above the O to show that it's long. Okay, good. Ready? Get ready. Show me you're ready like this. Okay, host, host. The host of the talk show asked all the questions. Host. Okay, how did you spell it? H-O-S-T, host. It's in that ost family. All right, put an X under the O, underline O-S-T, and put that macron above the O to show that it's long. All right, one more word. Show me you're ready. Scold, scold. My mother had to scold me after I didn't make my bed. Scold. Okay, now this starts with an S blend. It starts with scold. Okay, now how am I going to know whether it's SC or SK? K takes I and E. C takes the other 3, right? So which one does it have? It has the O, so we use SC. S-C-O-L-D. We arc the SC, put an X under the vowel O, underline O-L-D, put that macron above the O. Okay, good. All right, you ready to play the eraser game? Okay, now you may not be erasing, you might be marking out. That's fine. All right, find 2 words that rhyme with each other and point to them. Okay, what are they? Say them out loud. Fold and scold. Good. Erase those words. Erase those words. All right. Or mark them out. Find a word that starts with the same sound as juggle. Same sound as juggle. Point to it. What word is it? Jolt. Good. All right. Erase that word or mark it out. And what do you have left? host. All right, great job. You can erase host, and I will see you tomorrow for the I vowel families. If I can find the stop button.